Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Want to get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later from our college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He's not only focusing on theory part, he's doing how real digital marketing works. And it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exams to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here, and thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was
Good afternoon, dear faculty members. I hope you all are doing well. Prashant sir, good afternoon. Prashant sir, is I'm audible?
Yes, Shmita, could you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, perfect. Good to start?
Yeah, please, sir, you can start.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Shishmita. Hey, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Hope you all are doing great. So, welcome back once again, everyone, to our today's session. Okay, so we will be able to proceed further with the world of AI agents. So, today we are again going to learn about some more new and interesting things within the world of AI agents. So, which we are been doing from last, I would say, like around 8 days. Okay. So, now we are going to move into one more exciting journey where we are going to understand how we can create some more no code AI agents. First, we are going to target them, like what exactly is a no code AI agent. So we will be able to develop that, and then later we are going to proceed further with some of the important concepts like llama index. What is llama? Okay, how llama index plays a very important role, and then the related hands-on activity. So all these things are being planned for our today's session. Okay, so I'll quickly go ahead and will share my screen to all of you so that from there we all can be able to proceed further. So give me a couple of minutes. Let me share my screen quickly, and from there we all can be able to move ahead. Okay, so so as we were discussing about the no code AI agent, you remember yesterday we completed our session, right? We were able to go ahead and complete our session with using the LAN bots, right? So you remember we used the LAN bot and then we created the e-commerce platform, right? E-commerce customer support is what we were all being able to go ahead and we're able to create it successfully. So this is one of the very important thing which we were being able to cover as part of our yesterday's concept. And along with LandBot, we covered the graph concept, what is graph, lang graph, right? Everything we were being able to complete it successfully. So now what we are going to do is like we will be able to proceed further. Again, we will create our own AI agent. That is nothing but we are going to target here the no code AI agents, right? So this is what we are going to work upon, like where we have here in this case, no code AI agent. As you know, no code AI agent means it's very clear that you do not need to write any code, but still can be able to create some great AI agents, right? So that's what we were being able to learn as part of our yesterday's discussion. like where we were being able to go ahead, create our own AI agents, and then we were being able to proceed further. That's how our no code AI agents are basically going to work. So now we already covered two no code AI agents. Okay, one that is in the Google dialog flow. Last week we covered that on Friday, where we created our intent and then we created a chatbot and integrated even in with the Telegram also. That is one part. Yesterday we created one more no code AI agent, which is using the land bot. Right, using landbot, we were able to create one small case study that is about the e-commerce customer support. Right, that is another thing which we were being able to create it successfully. Okay, so now today we are going to create another no code AI agents using ChatGPT. Okay, so now we are going to create a no code AI agents, and that would be using the ChatGPT exclusively. Okay, I am not sure, like as far as I am aware, it is available for Plus account. Okay, ChatGPT upgraded account where you can create your own no code AI agents. I'm just assuming maybe you can try when I will ask you to do it. But otherwise, if you have a Plus account, you can create your own custom GPT AI agents. Okay, so you can go ahead and can create a custom GPT AI agents. Okay, but once we create it, we can share this for free to anybody. Okay, let's say you created an AI agent in the chat GPT, you can share that link. The one who is using the link, they don't need to pay anything. They can use it for free of cost. Let's say if I created an AI agent and if I share that to you, you can interact with it without paying even a single rupee. But let's say if you want to create your own AI agents, okay, that too in within the chat GPT, so you need a Plus account. I think so chat GPT again, like they have some subscription based costing. For an instance, like monthly, I think like they would be charging in INR like 2,100 or 2,200 per every month. But again, it's not mandatory for you to do it. So you all have to know how to do the AI agents. The people who have the paid subscription in ChatGPT, you can create the AI agents. The people who don't have a paid subscription in ChatGPT, right? Don't worry. Just understand how the agents are getting created. In future, whenever you get an opportunity, you can also be able to create an AI agent within the ChatGPT. But at least you will be knowing what is the process and how to implement and execute it. Okay, that matters a lot in the entire process. Okay, so that's the clarity I just want to provide it to you. So right now, what we are going to do is we are going to focus upon a real-time example. Okay, so we will use the ChatGPT. Using ChatGPT, I'm now going to create a new AI agent without even writing a single code. So the example which I want to take is like a help bot. Okay, help bot means it will help us. Okay, and it is your clothing store assistant. It's called as the clothing store assistant. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so we're discussing about the help bot, which is your clothing store assistant. Okay, so if you see, this is what we are going to work upon right now. Okay, which is here called as the help bot, which is your clothing store assistant. So as part of the help bot here, right, let's say, imagine you are running an online cloth store. Imagine that we are running some online cloth store and I want to create an AI agent for my online cloth store. Okay, so that AI agent will be responsible to answer all the questions. Okay, whoever is asking any questions, it should be able to go ahead and answer me the questions. Okay, so let's say if somebody asks like, do you ship internationally? Some random questions. Okay, so let's say if somebody goes and asks that, hey, do you go ahead and ship internationally? Okay, or some random questions like, what's the return policy? Do you have size charts for jeans? Right, something like this. Like, let's say every time me being there and responding to the customer queries is very difficult. So imagine that I am running an online cloth store and I can build my own AI agent, which I will show you that how to build an AI agent. Now then this AI agent itself will be able to take the responsibility to answer the questions. Like it will just simply ask you the questions like, hey, do you ship internationally? Or maybe it's like, what is the return policy? Or do you have any size charts? Right? It will be able to go ahead and simply understand, and then we will be able to respond to it accordingly. Okay. So now how to build this? Let's say we have a scenario or a case study, like where we want to build an AI agent for our online cloth store, where it can help us out to answer all the questions. Okay. So now here we need to be very clear, like what exactly is required. So I will let you know how you can build this AI agent even without writing a single code using the ChatGPT. Okay. So that's what I'm going to guide you all right now with. Okay. So first, what we have to do here is simply go to ChatGPT. So if you're going for the very first time, you can go to your chatgpt.com and it will ask you your Gmail account. You can log in with your Google Gmail account, right? Whatever Google Gmail account you have with you, you can just be able to log in with that Google Gmail account. So the moment you once log into your ChatGPT account, right, then you will have towards the left hand side something called as a GPTs. Okay, you'll have Codex, you have Sora, and then you have GPTs. Even these two are there or not there, that's okay, because that's anyhow we are not going to work upon. At least you need to have GPTs. So the moment you see GPTs here towards the left hand side, right? So I can click on this GPTs. The moment I click on GPTs over here, okay? So if you see, the moment I go ahead and click on my GPTs here, right? So it says that, hey, you can go ahead, create your own custom AI agents using this explore GPT option. And then you see there is a create button available here. Okay, so I just clicked on GPTs. The moment I clicked on GPTs, right, you see that here it is something like this. And then you have an option in this scenario to create, right? Towards the extreme right hand side, there is a button where you can be able to click on your create. Okay. So the moment I go ahead and click on the create button, so now it is asking me, the moment I the moment I went ahead and clicked on that create button, right? Now it is able to go ahead and let me know. Okay, that what is that you want to go ahead and create it. Just 1 minute. Okay, so right now, if you see here, in this scenario, this is a configuration space, okay, where it is asking you, hey boss, if you want to create your own AI agent, okay, if you wish to go ahead and create your own AI agent, how can you be able to create it? What is that you want your AI agent to create? Not even writing a single code. So what you need to do? So you need to follow step-by-step approach. Okay, let me say first I need to provide the name of my agent. Okay, so what is the name of my AI agent? I will say something like help bot for what? Clothing store, right? So I will say help bot clothing store assistant. Okay, so I will say something like this. So if you see here very clearly, I have mentioned the name, which is here help bot, and then you see that here is a clothing store assistant. Okay, so I have provided the name of the agency. The moment I provided, you see that. Okay, here it is showing help bot clothing store assistant. Okay, now I need to provide some instructions over here. If you see, this is very, very important, everyone. Okay, this is extremely important because whatever instructions you are going to give, your AI agent is going to follow only those instructions. It's very important to be considered whenever you create your own AI agent in ChatGPT. Definitely you need to provide the name, because that is going to identify what is the AI agent. And then you have the instructions option being available over here. Okay, where we can provide whatever instructions we want. So if you see here very clearly, it is asking, what do you want your AI agent to actually do? That you need to provide it in the instructions in a very clear way, so that it can be able to go ahead and can give us the answers appropriately. Okay, so that's one of the important point which I just want to make it very clear to all of you over here. Okay, so let's say in the instructions I could just say like, okay, you are I'll say here very clearly, so you are a helpful, okay, you are a helpful and let's say friendly, whatever you say, it will be able to do like that, friendly support agent for a clothing store. We can name it as trendy, okay, trendy app, something like that. Okay, whatever name we want. And then we can say you help the customers. So we are giving instructions to the AI agent. Okay, so I can say that, hey, you help customers with shipping questions. Okay, so you help all the customers with shipping questions, and then any returns or maybe any size related questions, size charts, and then even the order tracking. Okay, I could say something like this. And then I would just simply say that, hey, keep all the answers short. Don't be very lengthy in answering. Okay, just be to the point. Keep answers short, and as well as I would say clear and polite. Okay, so this is what I want to provide here as an instruction. Okay, so within my AI agent, now I'm going to go ahead and give the instructions. So instructions are very clear here, that I'm saying that, hey, you are a helpful and friendly support agent for a clothing store. We named it as a trendy app, and then you are going to help your customers with all the related shipping questions, returns, size charts, and then even the order tracking. Okay, and ensure that you keep your answers short, clear, and polite. Okay, so this is how I want to ensure that my instructions are being provided. Whatever instructions you provide, your AI agent is going to work accordingly, and it is going to help us out. Okay, that's the very important thing. Now, let us scroll it down. Okay, so you also have something called as knowledge. That means, for an example, let's say, how do my AI agent know what are my shipping policy? What is my returns? Okay, return policy. What is the size chart? If you don't give your data, then what it will do, it will give its own data. Whatever it knows, whatever it has been trained with, it will only give that answer, and that may not match with whatever policy you have with you. And then at the end of the day, the customer will get confused that you are saying one, your AI agent is saying one. So they will lose interest, and they will think that you yourself are not having clarity what service you are going to provide to the customer. Correct? So that is the reason here, either you can totally be dependent on your AI agent, or if you have drafted your own policy for your clothing store, right? If you have your own policy, if you have your own way of handling the things, then what you can do here, you can scroll down and you can upload any files. Let's say I have a file. Let me just see if it is available with me. Okay, so let us see. Yeah, shipping policy. Okay, let me click on it. If you see here, this is my shipping policy. Okay, so if you see in this case, right? Okay, shipping policy, yes, we ship worldwide. Delivery time is 5 to 10 days. Return policy, you can return the products within 15 days. Size chart, small is 34 inch, medium is 38 inch, large is 42 inch. So we will be able to go ahead with this. Right? If you observe here very clearly, what is exactly happening is, this is something which you can create it on your own. So what I will do, I will remove all of this, otherwise this will also be considered. So Okay, let me take this off. Okay, and let's just go with only this. Okay, so like if you see here, let me save the changes. Okay, so right now I have my shipping policy, which I have created my own. Return policy is it's like something which I have on my own. Size chart also belongs to like whatever I wanted it. Okay, so now I will go back again to my chat GPT. Okay, where I'm creating my agent, and then here it is asking that, hey boss, do you have any files like where you have your own policy? If yes, you can upload it and can be able to configure it over here. So I will go ahead, click on upload files, and here is my shipping policy. I'm just going to add it here. See my shipping policy. Now, whatever answers it is going to give the AI agent, it will not be able to go and give on its own. Instead, it is going to follow the frequently asked question, whatever the file I am uploading here. That will be the knowledge source for my AI agent to pick up the answers from there and then try to provide the responses. Okay, so that is important thing. And then let me scroll down. Okay, so if you wish, you can also be able to create, if you want some buttons or some actions, you can be able to do. Like let's say if I go back here. Okay, so you see that in, let's say in the additional settings. Okay, so we have here everything more or less set up. Okay, so if you see, we have uploaded the files, and let's say I will add here in the conversation starter, like if anybody wants shipping info, they can put it like this, but let's ignore for the time being. Okay, because right now, if I explain everything, that will be overwhelming for all of you. Let's start with a very basic AI agent within the chat GPT. So what I did, I just provided the name of the agent, and then I gave the instructions to my agent that this is what I wanted. Like I want the agent to be friendly support agent for the clothing store, and I named the clothing store as a trendy app. It will help the customers with all the shipping questions or returns or size charts and even the order tracking. And I said that to keep the answers short, clear, and polite. And then again, I have provided my own source of knowledge base. That is nothing but my policy document. I have uploaded it here. That's it. Remaining, you can ignore it. Now, how to create it? Just there is a button to create it towards the right hand side. Towards the extreme right hand side, if you see, there is a button for me to create it. Let me go ahead and click on the create button. So now it is asking, if you wish to create it, okay, do you think that you can go ahead and share it to anybody? Yes, if anybody who has the link, they can also be able to interact with me. Okay, so I will just click on the save button. Now it will be able to go ahead and create it for me. Let's see how my AI agent. So this I can copy so that anybody who is interested can be able to like use my AI agent which I created. So let me paste it here. Okay. And now I will say view the GPT. Okay. You see that it is created. Okay. If you observe here, AI agent is created. AI agent is what? Help bot, clothing store assistant. Okay. Help bot, clothing store assistant developed by my name. Okay. So now I will go ahead and will ask, okay, some questions. I'll say, hey, do you ship to Canada? Okay. Let's say for an example, I would say here, do you ship to Canada? Okay. So you see that, yes, we ship to Canada. Delivery typically takes 5 to 10 days. Why? Because if you see here, what did I say? We ship worldwide. That means Canada is also part of the world only, right? So you say, yes, okay. Now answer if you observe here, yes, we ship to Canada. And we are also saying that, hey, delivery typically takes 5 to 10 days. Right? So nicely it was able to answer. Now I'll say, somebody will come and say, hey, what's the return policy for my jeans? Okay, let's say. What's the return policy for my jeans? Let's see what it is going to say. So you can return your jeans within 15 days of receiving them. Let's see. I said, see, return policy is you can return the products within 15 days. Now it is saying that, yes, you can return your jeans within 15 days of receiving them. Now I will say, okay, can you show me the size chart? Let's see what it is going to do. See here, it is giving me the size chart. Small is 34-inch, medium is 38-inch, large is your 42-inch. You see that this is your size chart. And if you go back and have a look into it, this is your entire size chart which has been available. So this is the beauty. When you have your knowledge source, right, your AI agent is fully customized for your purpose only. Otherwise, you'll never get that feel. Let's say you will think the ChatGPT and your AI agent is same. Because the only reason is in ChatGPT also you are getting responses. In AI agent also you are getting responses. But AI agent is giving you the flexibility to have your own knowledge base. Okay, so rather than giving the entire ownership to ChatGPT. In ChatGPT, it will never ask you, right? You give your knowledge base. Okay, in ChatGPT, what will happen? If you ask a question, whatever it has been trained with, it will be able to give you the answer. Either you like it or you don't like it, that's up to you. But here in the AI agent, whatever we are creating, even without writing a single line of code, if you see here, we created our own AI agent and people can go and can ask questions over here. And you will see that the responses are being popping out in this scenario. That is the beauty of creating the no-code AI agents, where it is going to be helpful for all of us to handle the things appropriately. Okay, that's the overall idea or the picture which we all should here be aware about. Okay, so I'll just let you know how I created one more time, and after which I will be able to give you all the chance to go ahead and explore this part. So I'll go to edit GPT. If you want to edit at any point of time, click on the drop down. There is an edit button. Okay, so when you want to create it, let me show you how you can create it. So first, you have to go to your GPTs. There is a GPTs option. Click on the GPTs button. And the moment I click on GPTs, right, the moment I go ahead and click on the GPTs option here, so you see that in this case, there is a create option. If you observe here very clearly, there is a create option. Just click on the create button and you need to provide here. Now from here, I will show you whatever we created it. Okay. So I will go to my help bot, clothing store assistant. Okay. So I will click on this and there is a edit GPT button. And here is where you can provide the name of your agent. You can provide your instructions, whatever instructions you want, you can provide it, saying that, hey, to be helpful and friendly support agent for a clothing store named Trendy app. You can help your customers with shipping questions, returns, size charts, and order tracking. So keep your answers short, clear, and polite. And you can provide your knowledge base if you have any of your knowledge related document. Like I created one such document, if you see, which with my own policies. So I mentioned my own shipping policy as a company, as a clothing store assistant, and I have my own return policy and I have my own size chart. Okay. So I was able to go ahead, take this, add it over here, right? So I was able to upload it and then later. So once it is done, I just went ahead and clicked on the create button. You will see there is a create button. The moment you click on create, it will give you a link which you can share it with anybody who can interact with your AI agent. Okay. And then you can be able to proceed further and can ask the questions here. Okay. So once you were able to go ahead and create it successfully, right? You can gradually go ahead and then can ask whatever the questions which you want. Okay. So as you see that it will show you the agent name and who has built it. And you can just asking questions like I'll say like, hey, do you like whatever you will like, do you ship internationally? Okay, any question, whatever you want, you can ask. Okay, do you ship internationally? Yes, we ship worldwide. Delivery typically takes 5 to 10 days. Okay, and I will say return policy. Okay, so let's say return policy. And let's see what it will answer. Yeah, you can return your products within 15 days of purchase. Okay. And then I will say size chart. Can you show me the size chart? It will go ahead and provide you the size chart which is associated with it. Okay. I will say track my order. Let's see what it will do. Okay. So I'll say track my order. So to track your order, please provide your order number or the email used for the purchase. Okay. Now let's say 123. Okay. So you can interact like this. Okay, thanks. I will need either the email address used for the order or more details. Okay, it's not like only your data. Your data will be playing an important role. Like your data means when I uploaded my knowledge base in the form of a document. So it will answer from the document to the related questions. Whatever irrelevant questions which people are asking, let's say track order. Track order, I did not provide it in my document, right? But still it is answering. It will not say that, hey boss, I'm not aware of it. Then it will use its own intelligence. That is why we are calling this as an AI agent, right? If you are making this as a scripted one, then why this is an AI agent? Let's say I gave my document. And if it is only going to say whatever is there in the document, I will work, then this is not a great AI agent, right? So let's say people who ask outside the document, whatever I uploaded, even then your AI agent is capable enough. See, when I was saying to track the order, it asked me to give me my order ID. I gave my order ID as 123. Then again, it is asking me that, hey, you go ahead and give me your email address with which you were able to book it. So like this, it will make sure that the user is engaged and will try to provide all the related details to the user so that we are going to get the best results at the end of the day. So that is the core capability which every one of us here should be aware of. Okay. So hope that this makes sense. So this is the clarity which I just want to provide it to all of you, where you can create your own AI agent within the chat GPT by not writing even a single line of code. This is a no code AI agent which we were being able to create it right now. So now I am going to give each and every one of you around 5 minutes of time where you can also create your own AI agent, okay, within the chat GPT. Okay, if you don't have a Plus account, then I will give you my AI agent which I created, right? See, you can interact with it. I'll share this link in the chat so that you all can be able to utilize it. Okay, I just provided it in the main chat for all of you, where you can enter into it and can interact with my clothing store assistant. Okay, interact and ask some questions. Or if you want to create your own AI agent, okay, so if you have a chat GPT account, right, with a paid subscription, okay, so you have the GPTs here, you can click on the GPTs and you have a create button, click on the create button and get started. Let me share you the instructions also so that people who are interested can be able to work upon. So I developed the help bot clothing store assistant. Let's edit the GPT and I'll give you the instructions also, like what instructions I was able to add here so that it can be useful for all of you. So I shared the instructions in the main chat. Let me also share you the text document for the knowledge. In the knowledge, you can upload the file, the shipping policy, whatever I'm going to provide, right? So you can also use that. Okay, I have provided the same even in the main chat. So people who are interested can have the document, whatever shipping policy document I provided. You can upload that in your knowledge. Instructions, whatever I provided, you can have it in your instructions. Provide the name, whatever the name of the AI agent you want, and then click on the create button. That's it. Once it is created, then you ask questions. Okay, you can be able to go ahead and ask some questions like, as I said, like I will also ask like what you can be able to ask, like you can say, do you ship to US? Something like that. That can be your first question. And then you can say, you can ask some questions like, hey, what's the return policy for jeans? Something like this you can say. Or maybe you can say like, hey, can you show me the size chart, something like this. Okay, so in this way you can be able to go ahead and can ask any questions whatever you want, and it will be able to help us out in order to generate the responses. Okay, so that's the overall clarity which we just want to ensure that you all are aware about. So you can keep asking the questions and it will be able to respond to you appropriately. Okay, so that's the overall clarity which I just want to make it very clear to all of you. Okay, so please complete this. I'm giving 5 minutes of time for all of you to complete this part. So once you are done, then I'm going to take you to the next AI agent, which we can be created using the like no code AI agent. Okay, please complete and do let me know everyone. Once you are done, acknowledge it in the chat saying that you're done with it. Awesome. You are done with it, Siddiqui. Great. Excellent job. Keep it up. Good, good. Keep it up. That's how we have to go ahead and do it. You have set up a good example. Nice. It's working. Paddy, ChatGPT. Sorry, what is a Paddy? I didn't understand what exactly it is. Is it going to work in ChatGPT if that is your question? Yes, that is answer. Yeah, yes, it works in ChatGPT. Correct. In ChatGPT only it will work. You have to go to chatgpt.com. Okay, just enter with your Gmail account, and then after that, within ChatGPT only we have it. And it can also be worked outside. Let's say, okay, if you're asking me if you want to integrate this, let's say if I'm thinking in those lines, because I think couple of times you asked me how to integrate these no code AI agents. If your question is related to that, yes, it works in ChatGPT only, but you can also be able to integrate it with other services. For that, you need an OpenAI API key. If you have your OpenAI API key, using the OpenAI API key, you can integrate with any of the services and you can be able to utilize it, Chintan. Okay, but it works in ChatGPT itself in one line. Okay. Yeah, perfect. See, great. The one who has said me, right? Absolutely. If you see that, what is the cost of shipping a packet to London? So the response was very nice. Okay, the policy doesn't specify any cost associated with it. So see, so nicely it's saying you can check your cart at checkout for the exact shipping fee for London. Okay, it is usually calculated based on your location and order size. Let me know if that would help with that. See, so nicely it was able to go ahead and answer rather than directly giving the cost, because nowhere we added the cost in the any of the document. If you add a cost, then it will also be able to respond to you appropriately. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, Nitin, done. Good job. We can't ask random questions rather than clothing store. Yeah, that is the beauty, Aditya. When you are creating your own AI agent, right? So we are confining it only to our area. ChatGPT is broader. ChatGPT today is very broader. You ask not only clothing store, you ask any questions, your ChatGPT will answer. But your AI agent right now, we are restricting it only to our clothing store. That is the beauty. AI agent is like a fine-tuned agent, which will help us out in all the different things. Okay, that is the point which you all should be able to consider it. Okay. Yep. Please complete this, everyone. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, the people who all are done, great job, everyone. Excellent. Okay, just wait for others also to complete it. And then I will show you one more use case, one more case study which we can be able to develop using the no code AI agent within the ChatGPT itself. Okay. So, but let's wait until everybody goes ahead and then try to complete it. Okay. Yeah, it is possible. Then what you have to do is you just don't need to provide any documents. Don't provide any documents. Just ask your AI agent. Just don't give any knowledge source at all. Okay. Then automatically it will start working only on its knowledge, whatever it has. Okay. So outside the knowledge, if you wanted, then what you need to do is you don't need to configure any such knowledge base and don't fine tune it. Then it will automatically be able to go ahead and will do a great job there. The one who has asked me this question, right? About agent can access some information outside the knowledge or not. Okay. So that's the point. Okay. So what's this? Okay. Nice. That's a good response. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay, so here in this case, right? Yeah, this is also done. Okay, good job, everyone. The people who all have completed it. Yeah. Info is not available, then only go outside the knowledge. Oh, yeah, but whatever we are asking, right? See, delivery location, order ID, right? MRP, these are not something which it can pick randomly and give you, right? This should be a very precise information. Okay, so I'm getting my point. Let's say you kept a knowledge source. Now in the knowledge source document, what I provided, right? Go to the knowledge source document, put some cost, then it will provide you. But otherwise, it will not pick any random cost, right? Because it's a real-time AI agent. If it is picking some random cost and if it is giving, then that means the AI agent is failing. So it is acting diplomatically, saying that whenever you're asking cost, it says that, hey boss, I'm not aware of it. It may be all related to your location changes or anything. It is responding. It is not saying that, hey, I don't know whatever you are asking, or sorry, please repeat it. It's not saying that. You're getting my point? It's answering it. But there are certain values which it cannot directly say. It's diplomatically handling, which is doing a great job saying that, hey boss, I'm not aware of it. Maybe whatever is the cost associated there, you have to pay them accordingly. That's the main intent here. Okay. So this is required, like let's say this is going to act like an AI agent where you don't need your customer support team, where you don't need them 24/7. Whatever customers are trying to face as a problem, right? It can be able to go ahead and resolve it. Okay. So outcome here, if you see, right, what are we trying to achieve? Let me go here. Like what exactly we are trying to achieve here? As I said, so the first thing is, this is a working AI agent. So as this is your working AI agent, so you can sit relaxed. Your AI agent is only going to answer to all your customers, which is available 24/7. So you don't need any other additional support. Your AI agent only will take care of everything. Okay. And it is also trained. This AI agent is trained on your policy, right? Whatever the policy with which you have been able to provide as a document, it's been able to train on your entire policy. And see, imagine this is going to here act like a real representative. Okay. It is going to act like a real support representative. Okay. So it's acting like a real support representative where it is representing the support and then it is helping us out with all the responses, whatever is needed. And another best thing is no coding used here. Okay, these are the outcomes which we were being able to receive, Aditya. Okay, so you see that it's working like an AI agent. Okay, where it is being trained on the policy, whatever we were being able to provide it. It's acting like a real customer support where it is being available 24/7 to respond to the people's questions, whatever they have with regards to the clothing store. And finally, we didn't even write even a single code and we're able to, we're being able to develop our own real AI agent, which is available. That's the beauty of it. So this is what I'm just trying to let you all know. And this is what we were being able to achieve finally at the end of the day. Okay, so this is the clarity which I just want to make it very clear to all of you. Okay, so hope that this makes sense to all of you. So this is the idea which I just want to share it with all of you. Okay, so hope all of you are completed with the no code AI agent. I'm just giving last 2 minutes for everyone to please complete it. And then I will show you how to create another no code AI agent in the chat GPT itself. So please complete and do let me know, everyone. Okay, hope you all are done with this. Now let me take you to the next example, what we can be able to consider right now. Okay, so right now, if I could just go ahead and put it in the Word document, okay. So the next use case or the next case study which we are going to develop here is the real-time example for the AI agent, which we are going to work upon right now in this scenario is like, this is a resume bot, right? So you can create your own resume bot as an AI agent. This is going to be your smart HR assistant, okay? We are going to make this as your smart HR assistant over here, okay? So this is what we are going to develop. So imagine you are an HR executive or a recruiter. Now you want your AI agent that will review, okay, that's going to review all your resumes, okay? So it's going to review all your resumes and it will answer you all the questions. Okay, like let's say you want to provide it to the AI agent and say that, hey, like, is this candidate, right? You can just say like, hey, is this candidate something like suitable for, let's say, Java, okay? Or for Java, let's say for a Java developer role, you can ask this question instead of going through the entire AI agent, right? Or you can say, does resume, right? You can just mention like, hey, does my resume mention any AWS or it may be GCP skills? Okay. Or it may be, is there any leadership experience in the profile? Something like this. You're getting my point? So I want to identify from a particular resume whether all these things are being present or not. I can say, is there any leadership experience in this profile? Okay. So something like this also we can be able to think through. Okay. So if you see, these are the three different aspects where you can review your resumes and you can answer your questions. Okay, like where it can say like, hey, is this candidate suitable for the Java developer role? Does your resume mention AWS or GCP skills? Or is there any leadership experience in the profile? So you can be able to go ahead and can cover all these different scenarios by creating a resume AI agent, which is going to act like a smart HR assistant, and it can be able to respond us with appropriate responses without any difficulties or constraints. Okay. I mean, that's the core idea, like what we want to set it up right now. Okay. Where it can be able to help us out in all the different ways. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is simply, as you already know the process. So this is a resume bot. Now I'll just quickly go ahead to the chat GPT. Okay. And here in the GPTs, again, the same process. I'll go and click on the GPTs over here. And then let's go to the create option. There is an option to create it. So you can click on the create option. And now I need to provide the name. So I would just say here, the name would be like somewhere like resume bot. Okay. And I would just say this is like a HR assistant. Okay. HR assistant for resume screening. Okay, something like this. I want to provide the name, and definitely I need to give an instructions. So in the instructions, I'll say that, hey, you are a professional HR assistant. Okay, I would say you are a professional HR assistant who actually reviews the resumes. Okay, I could say something like this, and then I will say that, hey, your job here is to analyze the resume uploaded. Okay. So your job is to ensure that you go ahead, analyze the resume uploaded, and then you can give the feedback. Okay. You can provide the feedback on what are all the things we will see here. Okay. So on certain things, like what those are, I'm going to let you know, like once, like one, whether the skills match for a given role or not, we will discuss that part. Okay, just give me 1 minute, everyone. Okay, we'll come back. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so you can see that skills match for a given role. Okay, and then you can say like, let's say, we can say here leadership or team experience. Okay, and then you can say here mention of tools or technologies. We can say like Java, AWS, Python, DevOps. Okay, like this you can put etc. Okay, and then you can put here overall professionalism, and then it also needs to help you to format your resume appropriately. Okay, it should also be able to go ahead and can format your resume also appropriately. Okay, and then what else we need it here? Okay, we can just say here, finally give me the clear, okay, give me the clear short responses. Okay, so in a, let's say, in a friendly and helpful tone. That's it. Okay. So you observe that this is how it is going to be present. So that's the point with which we should be able to go ahead and consider. Okay. And then finally, let's say you can also provide a resume if you wish. Okay. So we will upload that resume. That's it. We don't need anything else apart from it here. Okay. So if you observe here very clearly, I have anyhow given the instructions. Okay. So if you see here very clearly, we were able to go ahead and give all the instructions, whatever is needed. I was able to give, like, let's say, in this scenario, I made it very clear that, hey, like you are a professional HR assistant who will be able to go ahead and review the resume. Your job is to analyze the resume uploaded and then give the feedback on skills match for a given role, leadership or team experience, mention of tools or technologies like Java, Python, AWS, and then overall professionalism and formatting of the resume. Okay. So we want to give a very clear, short responses in a very friendly and helpful tone. Okay. So that's the clarity which I just want to provide it. That's it. So now what I will do here is, like, if you wish, you can be able to go ahead and then try to create it. Okay, let's go. Click on the create button. I'm not providing any knowledge base. Okay, see, I'm not doing anything as such. So let's go and click on the create button. And then I will say here, save this. Okay, and it is going and saving my GPT. And then now I'll say here, view the GPT. Okay, so if you see here, it is your resume bot, HR assistant for your resume screening. Okay, now it is created. So now I'll say, for an example, I will upload a resume. Okay, I have my resume. So some sample resume is there. So add photos and files, and then sample resume. I have one sample resume. Let me upload it here. Okay, and now I will say here, does this resume fit a DevOps engineer? Okay, let's say, okay, or let's say, does it fit DevOps engineer role? Now let's see what it is going to do. Okay, this resume shows potential for a DevOps engineer role, but would need something tailoring. Okay, so you see that here the skills matches. Yeah, if you are applying for DevOps engineer role, it says your skills match is related to AWS, Jenkins, Docker. What is missing is you have to play a more focus on finding out the Terraform or Prometheus or Grafana and scripting beyond basic Python. And we have a leadership or team experience. Like there is a good mention of leading a team of 3 and mentoring in agile processes. And then the tools or technologies, like what you already covered, what you need to enhance, right? Everything it is giving very, very clearly. Okay. So if you see here is like professionalism and formatting, right? It should be very clean and professional layout. Okay, so there should be a very concise bullet points. There should be well-structured sections. And then you can see like what are all the DevOps projects we can be able to use, and it's giving you the recommendation, like what recommendation you need to follow, like what you exactly need to approach, like everything. It's giving you a clear clarity over here. Okay, let's say I will say now, okay, like let's say, okay, so let's say here, let's say, okay, so is there cloud experience mentioned? Okay, so now here if you see, okay, so let's see if you see here, is there cloud experience mentioned? So it says that yes, cloud experience is mentioned. So the resume includes like, hey, AWS as a listed cloud platform. Okay, and then it will deploy the microservices to AWS EC2 and another AWS Certified Developer Associate certification. Okay, so if you see here in this case, that's how it's going to, okay, work. So, I mean, you can ask like a lot of great things like this. I'll say, hey, what are the three, okay, let's say, what are three improvements this resume can make? It will also guide you. Let's see what it is going to say. Say expand on the DevOps specific tools, okay, and what it is all about. It is letting you know. Highlight the DevOps projects, whatever you worked upon, and then it is also saying that to quantify the achievements and provide that in your resume. So you see that it is helping us out in such a way that where it can enhance your profile and can take you further based on whatever role you are going to apply for. Okay, so if you see here, if I click on it, it's all happening. You know why? It is all happening because if I take you here, see my instructions. I said here, your job is to analyze your resume, upload, and give me the feedback here. Okay, give me the feedback here on, like, let's say, what are the skill set which you need to match for a given role, leadership or the team experience, and the mention of tools or technologies. Okay, and then you have the overall professionalism and formatting. Okay. Okay, so this is the idea which we all need to be having. So due to which it's been able to go ahead and handle the things appropriately. So let's go back. Okay. So if you see here, this is how you can play around and can be able to handle really some great things. Okay. And then you can also add buttons. Okay. Let me say, I'll show you one more interesting thing. Here I'll go edit my GPT. Okay. You see that edit the GPT here. Let's say I will add some conversation starters here. Okay. So let's say I can just say like, let's say what we can say. Okay. Evaluate. You can just directly say that evaluate resume. Okay. And you can say something like match to job description. Okay. And then you can put something like this. Okay. Just say here, suggest improvements. Okay. Something like this. Okay. That's it. So you can also add them and you can click on update. It'll come as a buttons directly here. Okay. As a conversation starter, you will see everything will automatically be available. I'll show you that. See, when I say view GPT, when you put it in the conversation starters, right, it'll be easier. See, it will come like this. You see that previously it was not there. Now what I can do, I'll say click on evaluate resume. It will automatically go ahead and will evaluate my resume. It's asking me, hey, do you have your resume? Upload it. Okay. I'll go here. Okay. We'll get my sample resume. Click on the open option. Okay. And then let me try to provide it here. So you're getting my point, right? So it's evaluating and it can do some great stuff even if you put your conversation starters. Okay. So these are some core capabilities, like where we can create our own AI agents and can be able to play around with it appropriately. Okay. Okay, you see that here the name. So the name is available here very clearly. So this is how the name is going to play as a very important role. And then you have your instructions also very clearly outlined. You can change your instructions as per this. Yeah. Okay, so that's how you can have your name, and then you can have your instructions being added over here. Okay, and then your conversation starters, if you wish, you can be able to add it, and then you can just go ahead, create it, and play around with it. See, what I'm trying to say is a start. It's up to you, like how well you can restructure, how well you can be able to organize it. Okay, so I'm giving the instructions to all of you in the chat so that you all can also be able to play around with it. Okay, let me share the instructions to everyone in the main chat. So I just have added the instructions in the main chat. Okay, and then what else? Let me upload a sample resume so that you can also be able to utilize it. Okay, so I just have provided it. Okay, let me say, yeah. So I'm just going and then adding it here. Okay, so I sent the sample resume. I was able to go ahead and send you the instructions. That's it. Instructions, I provided it. I have provided you the sample resume. You can just be able to go ahead and create it one on your own and let me know once you are done with it, everyone. Okay. So please complete and do let me know. I'll give you 5 minutes of time to go ahead and complete this part where you can create your own AI agent and you can be able to create your own HR assistant for resume screening. Okay. So please complete and do let me know, everyone. If any further details are required, let me know. If anywhere you're stuck, also feel free to let me know, everyone. Okay. Please go ahead and complete this one. Okay, is it done by everybody? Are we all done? Okay, so I see completed. Awesome. Great, Siddiqui. Good. Let's see who else are here. Sunny, please ask that to Shushmita. She will be able to respond to you, okay? So I'm just saying, okay. And then, okay, I see that most of you were being able to go ahead and complete it, which is really good, everyone. Interact with each other. I mean, the response of one agent is given to another agent to act on it. Please put them into the resume. No, it is not allowed. One agent will be isolated. If you want one agent to interact with another agent, then you need the API required there. Okay. So you can get your API from there, from that particular API, you can be able to go ahead. Okay. And then do whatever you wish to. I just shared the main link also. Okay. So you can use that link. What else is required? Okay, direct graph means only one direction, Chintan. Okay, direct graph yesterday what I discussed, right? It is only will go in one direction, A to B. That's it. It cannot come from B to A. Undirect graphs means it can go from A to B and from B to A also. Multi-direction it can be. That's the main idea, which we discussed yesterday. Okay. Okay, I see that most of you have completed it, which is really good. Okay, great. Any questions before I take you all to the next concept, everyone? So we are all clear here, right? Like you were all able to go ahead and then create it appropriately, right? So this is how you can be able to go ahead, create your own AI agents in the chat GPT by providing the related instructions and then by providing the related conversation starters. So you can provide, I mean, some really cool and interesting information. So with this cool and interesting information, you can be able to go ahead and can create really some great AI agents on your own. Okay. So that's the overall idea which every one of you here should basically be aware about. Okay. So hope that this makes sense to all of you. So this is how it's going to play as a very, very important role, like where we can create our own AI agents and we can be able to create it within ChatGPT. You can share the links to others. Others can also be able to utilize it and they can be able to interact with your AI agent which you created it. Or if you wish, you can also create and can interact with your AI agent and it will be able to respond to you. So today we created 2 AI agents, which is a totally no code AI agent, one for the clothing store, another one as a resume builder. Okay, so where it was guiding us with all our resumes, whatever we want to share, it was helping us out in all the different ways. So this is the clarity which we all here should be aware about, everyone. Okay. So with this, we are done with our no code AI agents. So now I am going to introduce you to the next concept, that is multi-agentic system. Okay. So I'm going to explain to you all right now about the multi-agentic system. So this is what we need to cover as a hands-on activity. So let me proceed quickly further to the next concept right now. Okay, so let's go ahead further. So now I am going to give you all the clarity about the multi-agentic, right? So it is called as multi-agentic system. Okay, so this is what we are going to create right now. So first of all, before we talk about, or when we, let's say, before we go ahead and create some great multi-agentic system, so first of all, we need to understand what exactly is a multi-agent. Before we do some great stuff on top of it, we should be having the capability to know what exactly here is a multi-agent. See, now let's say, now imagine a team of these agents, each is going to have its own job. Okay, so when you talk about multi-agent system, right? Okay, this is nothing but where you are going to have a group of agents, right? It is going to have a group of agents, okay, where that is going to work together. Okay, so here you will see that there will be a group of agents where they are going to ensure that they are all going to work together, okay, where each of them, okay, each of the agent here is being ensured to complete their task. That's it. Okay, so ultimately when I say multi-agentic system, like within the multi-agentic system, you are going to have a group of agents present, where those all group of agents, where all those group of agents are going to work together, okay, where each of them are going to handle really a different or a task, whatever is present, right? They will be able to collaborate or align those tasks, and it will be able to proceed further. Okay, so when you talk about the multi-agentic system here, this is one of the important capability, right? So where you are going to have ultimately all your group of agents that is going to work together, and then each of them are going to handle their own respective task. Okay, so let's say, how can I give you as an example? Okay, let's imagine there is a kitchen staff. Okay, let's say we have a kitchen staff. Okay, in the kitchen staff, let's say one of the chef is one of the cook chops the vegetables, right? One of the cook will be taking the responsibility to chop the vegetables. Okay, another cook, so one of the cook again will take the responsibility to boil the rice. Okay, and then let's say, like again, we are going to have another cook. So one of the another cook is going to, like, let's say, plates the dish at a appropriate place, and then, okay, so they will not repeat. Okay, they are not going to repeat, so they don't repeat each other task. So everybody is given an independent task, and they all are going to work on their task only. Okay, but again, ultimately all this process together, right, all this process together will prepare us a complete meal. Okay, so together all of them are going to make us a complete meal over here. That's it. This is how your multi-agent systems are going to work in AI. Okay, this is how ultimately your multi-agent systems work in AI world. Okay, so instead of creating one agent and asking that agent to do a lot of things, instead in the multi-agentic system, what we can do is we can ensure that we are creating a group of agents, where all these group of agents are going to work together, where each agent which is available in the group will be given an independent task, and that agent will be able to work upon to handle that independent task and complete it successfully. So as you see here, imagine there is a kitchen staff. As I'm just to make it simple, I'm giving you one example. So like how in the kitchen staff, like one would be taking the responsibility to chop the vegetables, another one would take the responsibility to boil the rice, third cook would try to plate the dish. Like again, they would ensure that all the job is taken care by them independently. They don't try to repeat each other tasks. Okay, and ultimately this is the process with which there is a complete meal which is prepared. And this is how your multi-agent system is also going to work in the real time, where they are being given a task independently, and then they are going to work on it. Okay, I mean, that's the core capability which we are going to proceed further. Okay, so that's one of the important thing. That's how the multi-agent systems are going to work. So again, in the example, if I would just let you know in the daily life, okay, imagine you built a career assistant agent. Okay, so let's go ahead and give you that clarity here. So let's say we were able to go ahead and build a career assistant agent. Okay, let's say. So we built a career assistant agent. So as a career assistant agent, what you can do, let's say you built first agent. Within the career assistant agent only, you have an agent A. So agent A will take the responsibility to read your resume, right? So it's first going to read your resume as an agent A. Then you are going to have another agent, right, which is your agent B. So agent B is going to try to match all the job description, right? It will take the responsibility to match all the job description. Then it is going to have another agent, that is agent C. Agent C will try to send you all the recommendations, like what you need to do in order to make sure that your resume is highlighted or it is unique. And then you can have another agent over here. Okay. So that's your agent D, where it is going to prepare a cover letter. Okay. So it will take the responsibility to prepare a cover letter. That's it. These are all are the core things which we should be able to consider. I mean, at the end of the day, they all talk to each other. Agent A, B, C, D, even though they work independently, but they are all interconnected to each other. Finally, like a team, they work. That is when your career assistant agent is going to be successful. Otherwise, what will happen? Agent A will read the resume, and if it is not responding to agent B, then agent B does not know what is resume. Then how will it be able to go ahead and match all the job description, and how it is going to send the recommendation, how it is going to prepare a cover letter in that matter? Right. So at the end of the day, as a career assistant agent, all the agents which are available, right, like agent A, B, C, and D, all the 4 agents will take the responsibility to talk to each other. They are going to have their own rules, like agent A will try to read the resume, agent B will try to match it with its job description, agent C will try to send the recommendations, and then finally, agent D is going to prepare a cover letter for all of us. Okay. So that's how the team is going to be really faster, more intelligent, and specialized. Okay, so that's the main part which we all here should be aware about. Okay, so that's the core capability which the agent is trying to do. So this is how multi-agents are currently playing a very important role. Okay, so as a multi-agent, this is one of the core capability which we are gradually having right now. Okay, if you see here very clearly, right? So this is one of the core capability which we all are having in this scenario. Okay, so you have here your career assistant agent, right? So where you have your agent A, B, C, and D. So agent A will try to read your resume, and then B will do to match the job description, and then third agent will send you the recommendation, and then agent D will prepare a cover letter for us. Okay, so all of these 4 multi agents which are there belong to one single agent, that is a career assistant agent, which is your main agent. Okay, that's how it is going to work across. So you have multi agents, all of those multi agents are going to work to one common agent, that is your career assistant agent. Okay, so that is the core capability which we are all currently having today. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the important capability which I just want to make it very clear to all of you. That's how you can make your all your AI agents to work together, okay, and make it work like a team, where all these multi agents will work as a team, and it will contribute to the main agent, which is nothing but your career assistant agent, which has been outlined at the top. Okay, so that's the overall clarity or the idea which every one of us here should be aware about. Okay, so hope that this makes sense to all of you. So this is how we can use our multi agents in order to support some really great things. Okay, so now I am going to explain to you that how we can create our own career agent. Okay, so let me explain to you in a better understanding. Okay, so now I want to build a career agent. Okay, so the career agent which is there, right, it should act like a multi agent. So it should show me like how multiple AI agents can work together as a team to help basically the job applicant, right? It can help the, let's say, it can be able to go ahead and can ultimately, let's say, help a job applicant using AI agents. Okay, that's what we want to target, to build a career agent by creating multiple AI agents, where it will help the job applicants using the AI agents to get them well placed. Okay, the use case what we are going to work upon right now is, let's imagine you are applying for a job. So you need to like you need some help with, let's say, checking the resume, like when match your skill set, right? You want to go ahead and then say match your skills to the available jobs, whatever is available in the market. You can match your skill set to the available jobs which are being there in the market, and then you can also be able to be responsible for getting the feedback, okay, on what exactly is missing. Okay, if you see here very clearly, so these are the main things. Like if you observe what is happening in this case is like as a career support, right? As a career support using the multi-agent system. So how it is going to work in this scenario is, as I said, let's imagine you are applying for a job and then you need certain help here, like where you can check your resume, you can match your skills to the available jobs, okay, and then you can get the feedback on what exactly is missing. Okay, so that's how it will help. So first I want to create 3 simple agents, like where first agent will be the relevant skill set. Then I'm going to have the skill matcher agent where it will compare all your skills with the job requirements. And then you can have the third agent, which is your feedback generator agent, where it will try to give you the advice on missing skills or any better roles with which we can be able to move ahead with. So there are 3 AI agents which we can create as a multi-agent, and we can collaborate and link to all of them, saying that career support, okay, it's a career support using the multi-agent system we are trying to build. Okay, so that's the entire capability which we can be able to build. Okay, so now what can I be able to do here is I can just show you that how we can create 3 different agents, right? How we can be able to go ahead and can create 3 different agents is what I'll show you. So for this, we will write a Python program, okay? Because if you want to create a multi-agent, same can be done even in the no-code AI agent also. That's what we discussed right now, where we created a resume builder where it was helping us out. But now I'm going to show you that you can also write your own code and can create multi-agents by using a Python code in the Google Colab, and can understand in detail that how well you can be able to create it. Okay, so I'm going to quickly move to the Google Colab, but before I go to the Google Colab, right, are there any questions with regards to multi AI agents which we discussed right now? Okay, so whatever multi AI agents which are there, right, I hope there are no questions from anybody with regards to it. Any questions from anybody with the concept of the multi AI agents? I'll give 1 minute for any questions from anybody before I take you all to the hands-on activity. Any specific questions from anybody with regards to multi AI agents, whatever we discussed? So I covered all the examples and I've explained to you what is the case study we are going to work upon right now practically. Okay, and then this is the example I've given to you, like career assistant agent, and I've given you the example of kitchen also, where how the cooks within the kitchen are going to work in a very coordinated way. And then I explained to you what is the definition of the multi-agent. So this is what we have covered right now. Okay, and then we will be able to proceed further with the remaining. But before I go to the hand, okay, everything is clear, I see in the chat. Awesome. Okay, so now what is the next thing which we all have to be here aware about? So the thing is, let me quickly go ahead to the Google Colab. Okay, so let me try to reconnect it. Okay, so let's see that how we can be able to create it. Okay, what are all the different things? It's very simple. It may look a little bit lengthy, but it's very simple. So it's just like creating multiple agents, right? So it may look, the code may be a little bit lengthy because initially till now we were creating only one agent, but right now we are creating multiple agents. So when you have multiple agents, so obviously the length of the code will be a little bit more, but otherwise same agent we will keep on repeating one by one, nothing more than that. Okay, so if you see here, the first one, okay, the first agent which we are talking about, right? So here in this case, the very first line, if you see, where we are defining the function name, and then the function name here is called as extract the skills. Okay, it will take your resume text, whatever the resume text you are providing in the plain text pattern, it will take that as an input. Okay, after it takes it as an input, right, then here I am making a list of some common skills. Okay, I'm making a list of some common skills that we want to search for in the resume. Okay, so what are those? Like again, so if you see here, I am making it very clear in this case, like Python, Java, SQL, Excel, Power BI. So whatever is the skill set which you're looking for, so you can be able to add them over here. Okay, so this is a list of some common skills that we want to search within the resume. And then you see that there is something called as extracted over here. So which says very clearly, this line is here going to check each skill. Okay, this line is here going to check, okay, very clearly that the like each skill in the list, it will convert your resume into the lowercase so as to avoid any case mismatch like Python versus Python. So it will add the skills, whatever it was able to find it out in the resume, to a to actually a new list called as extracted. So what it will do, you know, so whatever is available in the resume, let's say this is what is a skill set I want. Now it will go to the resume and it will extract the skill set which is actually available in the resume, and then it will try to put it in the variable called as extracted. So whenever you say return extracted, it will be able to go ahead and find it out appropriately. Okay. So whenever you say return extracted, right? So in the return extracted, it will be able to go ahead and give you the response. Okay. So in the extracted, whatever the resume skill set is there, that will be extracted and you can return that over here. That's it. So basically this is skill set. You are providing some skill set what you want, and then you're extracting it from the resume, and then you're checking whether if it matches or not. That's it. This is your agent one, where as a resume screener, it is extracting all the related skill sets. Now moving to the agent two. Agent two is for what purpose? Just to check, to see whether the skill set is matching or not. Here we are again starting a new function, and that new function name is called as match skills, where you need two parameters. It will take two things as an input over here. Okay, one is the candidate skills, that is what we got from the resume, and the job required skills, what the job expects. Those are the two things we are going to provide here as a parameter, and then we are going to create a list called as a match over here. Okay, so here what it will do, it will create a list called as a match of skills that exist in both the candidate's resume and the job requirements. It's going to match them. Okay, and then you also have a missing, where it will provide that, okay, this, I mean, this is going to create a list called missing, like whatever skill set which is missing for the job, right, that are not found in the resume, that will be visible here in the missing. And then finally, it is going to return two things: the list of matching skills, right? The function is going to return two important things from here. As I said, one is the list of the matching skills, and another one is the list of the missing skills. Okay, so that's the point which we all should be here available. Okay, so that's the point which I just want to make it very clear here. Okay, in this case, if you see here very clearly, what is going to happen here is, like in this case, you are starting a new function called as a match skills. It will take two inputs, candidate skills and job required skills, and then it is doing a matching with all the skill sets which is available in the resume, okay, and the job requirements. Okay, so from where it is picking here, we already gave the details, right? So from there it is picking. That's how it is working collaboratively. And then the second one, the third one is missing. So where it will create a list called as a missing of job required skills that are not found in the resume. Okay, so it will go ahead and see all the missing skill set that is not found in the resume. It is going to find out from here, and then finally it will return me whatever like the list of matching skills and the list of the missing skills will be required here. It will be able to show me that. This is my agent two, where it is matching and seeing whether the skill set is matching or whether if it is missing, what are all the things which are missing, everything will be provided from this agent two. Then we have here the agent three, which is a feedback generator. Now here you will see that there is a function which we are starting, naming it as a generate feedback, right? So it will start a function that takes in the matched and missing skills. It will take both matching and missing skills, and then it will create a string message with how many skills got matched. Okay, here there is a string message. You see that it will let you know that how many skills matched. Let's say it will say you matched 3 out of 5 skill set. It will be able to show you that over here. Okay, and then it will add a line listing all the matched skills. Okay, it will add a line here letting you know what are all the matched skills, and it will check if there are any missing skills. Okay, it will check and see if there are any missing skills, right? It will also show you, like it will add a message and will suggest that you have to learn them. Okay, it will be able to go ahead and help you in all of those things. If nothing is missing, okay, if nothing is missing, it will tell you that, hey, you are a perfect fit, great, you are a perfect match for this job. And then it will return you the full feedback message. Whatever the full feedback message is there, it's going to return you that. So there is a agent 3 which we created as a feedback generator, where this feedback generator will start a function naming it as a generate feedback. And then you have two parameters here, that is, it will take matching skills and missing skills. Then it will create a string message with how many skills have been matched. It will let us know, like you can say, example, you matched around like 3 out of 5 skills or whatever number it is. Okay, and then it will add a line listing all the matched skills, and it will check if there are any missing skills, right? It is like going to let us know if there are any missing skills. It will add a message and it will suggest that you have to learn them. If nothing is missing, then it will tell you that you are a perfect fit. Okay, and then it will try to return you the feedback. The full feedback message is going to be returned to us. That's it. Now here, these are my 3 agents, okay, which we were being able to develop. If you see here, these are the 3 different agents which we were being able to go ahead and create it. You see there is a agent 1, there's a agent 2, and then the agent 3. So now whatever you see, right, this is just your sample resume. How will my agent knows? Right? My agent has to know, right? What is my resume? So I just kept a sample resume there. This is a sample resume, like where it is written in a very plain text. So in a real application, you could copy paste or you can provide your resume details over here. So I just mentioned that, hey, I'm an experienced software engineer with expertise in Python, SQL, and Excel. Worked on several data-driven projects with strong team collaboration. I was just able to add a very related content with regards to resume. I have just uploaded it over here. And these are my job skills. Okay, I am just providing my job skills as per my resume. Okay, this is a list of skills that the job posting requires. Okay, so job demands Python, SQL, Excel, Power BI, and communication. Otherwise, how will my agent know? So I am now customizing to my agent. Okay, so here is the sample resume. And then here is the job skills which the job is demanding for. Okay, and now you see that here in this case, so it will extract the skills. Okay, first what it is going to do is agent 1 will run. Okay, that is agent 1. Agent 1 is going to run. It will extract the skills from the resume. After that, your agent 2 is going to run. Where your agent 2 is going to run, it will compare the resume skill set with the job skill set, and it will find what's matched and what has been missed. And finally, the agent 3 is going to be run, where it will prepare the feedback message based on matched and missing skills. And finally, it is going to print the list of skills which are being found in the resume, and then it will print the feedback message nicely, so the user knows that where they are going to stand right now. See, it's very clearly saying candidate skills are Python, SQL, and Excel. Okay, so feedback, you matched 3 out of 5 skills. What are your matching skills? Python, SQL, Excel. What are your missing skills? Power BI, communication. What you need to do, feedback is consider learning these skills to increase your chances. What you need to learn? Power BI and communication. So you see that it was able to go ahead and provide you all the details. So you just need to run or execute it, and it will be able to give you the response appropriately. Okay, so if you see here, very clearly it was able to go ahead, okay, and then give you the best responses in this scenario. So that's one of the, again, core capability which we should be here aware about, like how we are trying to see the responses here. It's very clearly giving us the best result with which we can be able to move ahead with. Okay, so that's one of the important thing which I just want to make it very clear to all of you. So what is exactly happening overall? So simply I created one agent, right, with all the required skill sets, okay, which is my skill sets, and then I'm saying that extract the skill sets from resume and from mine, and then give me that list. And then here it will first match whatever skill set I have, whatever is missing from the job profile, and then it will return me those results. This is what my agent 2 will do. My agent 3, which is to generate the feedback, it will just let me know how many skill sets I match, how many of them are missing. Okay, it will go ahead and give me those results. And here is the resume I'm providing it with the content, text content. And then this is the job skills which the which the job description demands. And then here the agent 1 will run and will extract the skill set from the resume. Here agent 2 will run and it will find out the matching and missing skill set from the resume. And then now here agent 3 will run and it will trigger the feedback. Simply, it will, these are the 3 print statements where it will print the candidate skills and then the feedback. That's it. Finally, it is going to give you the result here. Okay, you see that first it will let you know these are the candidate skill sets and here is the feedback I'm providing to you. So out of this, out of 5 skills, you matched in 3 skills. Matching skills are so and so, Python, SQL, and Excel. Missing skills are your Power BI and communication. And you have to consider learning these skill sets to increase your chances appropriately. Okay. So you see that very clearly the details are being outlined over here. Okay. So this is the understanding which we all should here be aware in order for us to proceed appropriately. Okay. So that's the core capability which with we have to go ahead and make sure that all the details are being handled appropriately without having any constraints or difficulties in the process. Okay. So now what I will do is I'll be sharing this multi-agent code also to all of you. So you remember we have already the document, right? So I'll just try to put it in that document and will share it to all of you. Okay, so let's do one thing. Okay, so yeah, this is the document. So I'm just drawing a dotted line. So below my dotted line, I'm trying to provide all the details to you. So here is the details. I just have added the code here. So at the bottom, you have the code for the multi-agents where you can also be able to run it on your own and can execute it. Okay. So where you can be able to go ahead and can run it on your own. So what I'm going to do here is like, let me save this, share it in the main chat for all of you. Okay. So here I have provided to all of you the LangChain document. And I think somebody was asking me about this document also. Okay. So let me also try to export this to all of you here. Like as an image, let me try to download it with a high resolution. Let me export this. And you needed, okay. I shared both of them, the code and as well as the today's document, whatever we discussed, the case studies, whatever we worked upon, and as well as the code, whatever we developed, right? So everything I was able to go ahead and share it. Okay, so with this, we are done with our today's session, everyone. Today, we created a no-code AI agents where we have covered 2 case studies. One is related to clothing store. Another one is related to, let's say, a resume builder, right? A smart HR assistant executive, we created it. And then later I explained to you about the multi-agentic system. And then we were able to go ahead, create a multi-agent in the Google Colab. Like agent 1 will be the resume screener, 2 will be the skill matcher, 3 is a feedback generator, and your and then finally a sample resume, and then job description, whatever the skill set it demands, and then to execute the agent 1, agent 2, agent 3, and then finally get the output of it. Okay. So we completed all this, and I've also shared you the related documents. I would request every one of you to please practice this whenever you get some time. Tomorrow also when we start the session, right, I'll give you time, like around 5 to 10 minutes of time I'll give you to create this multi-agents. Okay. After that, we will move on to Llama index. Okay. LLAMA. Okay. So we have a Llama index. So we will learn how to create the Llama index tomorrow. That is our primary focus with which we will be able to drive our entire session. Okay, so that is all for our today's session. So now I'm going to take up if there are any questions from anyone specifically, feel free to put it in the chat. If not, we are done for today. And tomorrow I'll give you another opportunity for everyone to go ahead and create this multi-AI agents on your own. Okay, so and then after which we will move on to Llama Index and understand how Llama Index plays an important role in the AI agentic world. And I've shared all the related content, whatever is needed, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, Siddiqui. Thank you for such a wonderful feedback. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for the wonderful feedback. Yeah, I shared the code and everything in the main chat. Okay. Anybody who is interested can download from there. Okay. I think that's it for our today's session, everyone. So have a great day. We will meet again tomorrow with further topics, whatever I have mentioned it as an agenda. Okay. Thank you once again. Have a great day, everyone. And thank you, Sushmita, for facilitating. Over to you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thank you. Yeah, dear faculty members, I have shared the attendance link. Please mark your attendance. Some are asking for previous day attendance link. So as I already informed, previous day attendance link can't be shared. It is already closed. Okay, we will wind up for the day. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m. Thank you. Have a great day.